Grown mainly in Southeast Asia, kratom looks like an average houseplant.
It has been used there for centuries by mostly laborers who would pick the leaves from the trees, which grow everywhere. They would chew on them for an energy boost and increased focus. And some, because of the long, hot days they were working, would use it in order to, as an analgesic, to relieve pain.
There's a lot of people that buy the powder. It's just the ground leaves. So they'll mix it in a beverage, or they'll put some water in their mouth, toss it in their mouth, and then follow it with some more water.
But it's what the plant can do that has some people concerned and others optimistic.
I have seen a lot of people, including myself, that have found that kratom offered some pain relief without the side effects that pharmaceuticals offer.
Mac Haddow is the senior fellow on public policy with the American Kratom Association.
We represent consumers. We don't represent vendors. We don't advocate in any way for a business to sell an unsafe product.
He says people use kratom for a number of reasons.
So people report that they take it for the energy boost and the increased focus. About a third of the kratom consumer population, about 15 million people in the United States. Another third say that they take it for its calming effect. It reduces anxiety. And then the final third are using it in this journey that they're on in order to reduce opioid use or to replace it.
In February of last year, Johns Hopkins surveyed nearly 2,800 adult kratom users in the U.S. to find out more about the uses and the impacts of the substance. Researchers there concluded that the compound likely had a lower rate of harm than prescription opioids for treating pain, anxiety, depression, and addiction. However, the FDA has not approved kratom for use, and in September of 2019, the administration issued a warning to consumers asking for people to not use the substance.
If it's not a regulated substance, you don't know what's in the packaging, so you could be buying something that's illegal without your knowledge.
6 states have banned kratom from being bought or sold. Texas is not one of them. Smith County District Attorney Jacob Putman says even though the substance is legal to buy, consumers should still do their homework before purchasing it.
So what we see from time to time is people selling a new product with a new label that everyone gets excited about buying, but they don't always know what they're getting. So when they're selling kratom, what is the actual chemical compound of the substance that's in the package? If it's not being regulated by the FDA, then people don't always know what they're getting.
The American Kratom Association is actually pushing for regulations. 6 states have already passed the Kratom Consumer Protection Act, and it's close to passing in several others.
We believe it absolutely should be regulated. It's our belief that kratom that's sold in the state of Texas should be manufactured using good manufacturing standards. There should be a restriction on adding any dangerous substance to it. So if it's on the scheduled list, like fentanyl and heroin and morphine, it shouldn't be added. That it should be labeled properly and restricted by age so that minors can't buy it without parental consent. And we think that that should be the standard in every state.
I think everybody needs to go out and do the research and really dive in and look at the good, the bad, the ugly, and be able to go to a resource that you can ask questions that are actually knowledgeable on kratom.
David Shelton, owner of Kratom King in Tyler and Longview, only allows people 21 and up in his shops and takes pride in educating people on the product first.
We don't have to follow those guidelines, but we really want people and adults to be knowledgeable and not come in here looking for a buzz or a certain feeling. We want to be able to help those that are actually in pain and that have a legitimate need and educate them, and they can make their own decisions.
We've got you covered, East Texas. Shannon Curtis, CBS 19.